and a beyond. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. And how about we check the numbers for Desmond Bane?
And his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better over his last 10 games. He looks so much more comfortable from beyond. There's no doubt he's got the green light to let it fly whenever the shot's there for him.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got Johnson. Alexander Sarr is out there with Riley. Then it's Coulibaly. And it's Young in at the 1. And for the Magic, down low, it's Banchero and Carter. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. And it's De Silva in at the 3, the small forward. And when you look at these teams on paper, there's a clear talent discrepancy.
Yeah, but Kevin, games aren't won on paper. And if you're the underdogs, most people have already written you off. So you go out and play free with no pressure and use all of that public doubt as motivation.
Johnson can't get it to go. For the Washington Wizards, they come in off the loss to the Heat in Miami. They get it again. Here's Carter. And that one is off. Johnson outside. Pass to Coulibaly. Wizards passing it around. Young from outside. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, you need to run Trey off of his shot. If Young gets into his jumper, it's normally going in.
Carter with a screen on Johnson. Payne for 3. And Sarr pulls it down. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Young inside. Defended by Carter. It's stolen by Suggs. Pass to Carter. The kick out to Bane. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Well, obviously, Bane has the range for this shot. He's not put off by shooting from the corner.
And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
Knocks it loose.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Riley. The kick out to Young. Shot clock at 6. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Johnson can't get it to go.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively. Oh, good to see that Banchero has options if he can't penetrate. Your game has to be multifaceted in the league.
Now here's Johnson. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, GA, you just can't say enough about the skill set of young Trey Johnson.
I mean, this guy came into the league ready. I really like how he gets to his shot, regardless of what the defense throws at him. And he can be dangerous if his defense gets to the same level as his own.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Johnson. And for such a young team, Greg, pretty impressive how well the Magic defend.
And that's their identity. They are elite at that end of the floor, and they force turnovers at a really high clip.
Now, here's Banchero. He's someone who's a factor on any given night, averaging more than 22 points a game. From deep, sinks the three-pointer. Banchero's got 5 now.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
Young taking his time here. To the paint. Here's Johnson. No good there. Great D that time from Bane. Orlando leading by 3. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I had a chance to catch up with Jamal Mosley. The developing game of Trae Young is something that Coach discussed with his players. Coach said he's been one of the league's assist leaders. Don't get so consumed trying to stop him that you give him the easy passes inside. They know the danger that Young possesses. We'll see if they can contain him here. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And Suggs throws it down.
Well, right there, once the screener came off, Suggs noticed the defense soften and pulled the trigger.
Pass to Song. Young in the corner. Fires from the wing. And that one, good. 5 points in the game.
Look, it's like clockwork for this guy. Young could probably run the pick and roll in his sleep.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. And now here are a set of teams that have held their opponents to very few points in the second half of the season. The Magic in third.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
1:30 left to play in the first quarter. Richardson against Johnson. Richardson the pass to Bitadze. Trying to find Wagner and gets it to him. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. There's 1:17 left in the first. 4 on the clock. Richardson for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
And that was a game to forget. You'd like to find some teachable moments, but I think they'd like to just turn the page and move forward.
Well, everyone has off nights. They just need to make sure that they bounce back strong.
Now here's Johnson. 17 points for him last game against the Heat in Miami.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Carter with it. He's guarded by Johnson. To the inside. Kicks it out to Richardson. Another miss by Orlando. Wizards trail by 3. They've been struggling. Bitadze against Young. Kicks it out to Johnson. The basket good. Off the assist from Young. Johnson's got 5.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
It's all tied in Orlando. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second quarter getting going right now. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
So the Wizards 5 right now. Artie is out there with Carlton Carrington. Then there's Gill. And it's Vukcevic in at the center position.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
Pass to Wagner. Now, here's Banchero. Down low. Here's Bitadze. And it's Orlando with another.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Only the 6th player ever from the country of Georgia. Bitadze is an inspiration, Coach.
He sure is, Kevin, and a hard-playing guy who can really defend and rebound, and he's an underrated offensive player. Great finisher around the rim. This guy can help almost anybody.
Now here is Carter. 9 points last game. Here's Banchero. Now Bitadze. Second shot opportunity. Yes, that goes in. Vitadze's got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Here's Coulibaly. He's coming off a 10-point game against Miami.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist totals show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Bitadze is screen on Young. And Bitadze throws it down.
Always a threat to score. Banchero, that time with a sweet find.
Pass to Champagnie. Young against Carter. Now Coulibaly. The 3. And that one's good. Champagnie.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Banchero with the screen. And finished off by Banchero.
When Banchero gets in tight, that's how he likes to finish. No layups for this big guy. He's all about the finish.
And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Magic are building something. Paolo Banchero said, quote, "It's been a long time coming. The fans have been waiting for the Magic to be good and to be challengers, even contenders. There is a lot of excitement in the city right now. We're just building and feeding off of that. Back over to you guys."
They've got their fans fired up. Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Bitadze. 8 points for him. Banchero inside. Riley covering. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Both teams deciding to change it up. Wizards trail by 5. Johnson outside. .149 left to play in the first half. That one drops for him.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Pass to Carter. Outside, Suggs. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Washington's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here is Riley. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He might not have the long range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
Pass to De Silva. Banchero against Riley. It's deflected.
Sharp defensive instincts from the rookie. Sorry, using those long arms to knock that one away.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
Now, here's Suggs. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Carter with a screen on Riley. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. The Magic again can't hit. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Johnson with it. Guarded by Bane. Young up top. 5 points in the game. The 3 from Johnson. Carter pulls it in. Oh, he got it to go!
That was incredible.
That's a miracle. Are you kidding me?
Well, that's an energizer boost heading into the next quarter. You know he's got to be fired up.
Goga Bitadze has been on display for the Orlando Magic. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello, everybody. We'll break down the action shortly, but first, a glance at how the Eastern Conference standings are stacking up as the season winds down.
When I look at the Wizards, they've wanted this to be a turnaround season. They have a few building blocks, but the roster construction is not complete. This front office has some tough decisions to make.
And moving right along, things are neck and neck for the Washington Wizards right now.
For as bad as they've been inside, I can't believe it's this close. I hope coach is letting them know. No points in the paint, no W.
Says the man who only got points in the paint. But then again, 4 rings don't lie, big fella.
Thank you, Ernie.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's been getting it done is Goga Bitadze.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Here's Suggs. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bane. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. And it's De Silva in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Orlando. Now, here's Banchero. 5 to shoot. Fires the 3. Here's Carter. Got a hand on it.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
Young in the corner. Pass to Coulibaly. The basket good off the assist from Young. Young's got 3 assists in the game. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for Orlando. And the big fella Alex Sarr showing promise. Craig especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game. And has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Now, here is Young. Paolo Banchero unable to get his last shot to go in. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Suggs against Young.
Yeah, Suggs brings good energy and intensity to his defensive efforts.
To the middle. And Sarr pulls it down. Sarr's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Well, I'm sure this wasn't what they planned coming out of the locker room. They need to calm down and regroup.
And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Sarr. Orlando trailing here. Outside, Bane. Suggs, screen on Johnson. Here's Bane. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, Bane is a strong dude. He's built to play through contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Free throw good, Bane. So Stan, I'll ask you, what about Desmond Bane stands out to you the most?
Kevin, I would say what stands out the most is how this guy has improved and added to his offensive game. Came into the league as basically a shooter But now he has added playmaking and shot creation to his game. He can put the ball on the floor, take it to the basket and finish, or set up his teammates.
Now, here's Banchero. After the miss from Trae Young. Here's Johnson, and some very quick points for him on that possession. Johnson's got 9. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Now, here's Suggs. He's got 5. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Sarr finds Coulibaly. Here is Riley. Johnson with a screen on Suggs. Shoots from the right block. Again, the Wizards good for 2.
Well, this offense has some serious firepower when Young's making moves off the dribble.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
Now, here's Suggs. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Banchero passes to Carter. Coulibaly against Carter. Here's Sarr. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Pass to Bane. And the 3 off target.
Well, you win and lose as a team, so the fact that they're trailing isn't all on him. But with that said, he's had a rough shooting performance.
Here's Champagnie. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Johnson. No good with the triple.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Bane passes to Carter. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Alex Sarr. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Wizards.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And the other thing you notice is how committed they've been to playing with the pass, constantly moving that ball from one side to the other.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
So they take the lead. Carter's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Carrington bounce pass. And Johnson now top of the key. Shoots from the high post. That shot, no good.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Wagner with a screen for Richardson. Back to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Yeah, powerful finish from Wagner. Don't get in his way.
Johnson with it. 9 points in the game so far. And they get it. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Magic up by 4. And we'll return shortly. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
Yeah, that's great decision making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. They've got Trae Young. He's out there with Carlton Carrington. And it's Gill in at the 4. Pass to Vukcevic. And the three ball is good. Vukcevic has got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Wizards. Wagner with a screen for Richardson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Washington trailing. Now, here is Young. Pass to Vukcevic. Five on the clock. Here's Carrington. Over Richardson. And it's Carrington missing.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And again, Washington no good. Magic shooting about 42% so far. Richardson against Young. Now here's Richardson, guarded closely. Pass to Wagner. Here's Champagnie. He's covered by Banchero. Young against Richardson to take the lead. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
For the Magic, Goga Bitadze comes in for Wagner. And it's Bane in for Javon Carter. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Sars checked in. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, while Brian Keefe was just reviewing the plan with his team, well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Now, here's Bane. Inside. Banked in off the glass.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Here's Carrington. Pass to Vukcevic. And again, Washington no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Richardson outside. And here is Bane. Fires the three. Sinks the triple. Now it's a 4-point Orlando lead.
Well, that's his first three here in the second half. Gotta think he'd like a few more of those.
Here's Young. Takes it from 10. That does not go. Magic leading by 4. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
And the three misses.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed. And the length of Sarr is a lot to deal with. Sometimes the defense has to foul.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. That one is off.
There's just so much potential for Sarr. He's got that Wemby-like build with a lot of skill.
Good on the second free throw. Magic leading by 3. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Now Coulibaly. Good! Some old school moves in the post.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, with him, he's dangerous because he's so confident. He wants to deliver in these moments.
Washington's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Young, outside Coulibaly. Here's Johnson to take the lead. No good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Now Carter plays it in off the window.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And this kid has Sarr written all over him. Sarr putting the league on notice.
Payne. The three doesn't go. So it's Washington now. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
Hey, they do have enough time here. If they shoot quickly to get the 2 for 1, we'll see if they try.
Here's Carter.
Well, those are huge points. Carter Jr. steady as they come.
And we've got a timeout called by Brian Keefe. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Young against Suggs. Young outside. 4 on the shot clock. Now Coulibaly. Missed on the 3. And we've got a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Carter. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. We've got more in store for you right after this. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. The guard pair form will be Suggs and Bane. And it's De Silva in at the 3 spot. Carter, it's blocked. Riley against Banchero. Banchero vacuums it in. Well, Orlando shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. Suggs with the ball. Now defended by Sarr. And there's the foul. It's on Koulibaly. That is his first foul of the game. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Now, here's Suggs. 6 to shoot. From outside, Koulibaly with the rebound. Washington's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%. 7 of 13 on threes. Now, Suggs. Now, Banchero. Suggs outside. He drills the three.
And as we see Suggs develop his game, you'll see more of this. Jalen with the ability to operate off ball.
Now, here is Young. Now, Sarr. Johnson fires. The long shot, no good. We're in overtime and 90 seconds gone here in what has been a great one so far. Carter with a screen on Sarr. Banchero. Carter, a huge two-handed slam.
Well, that's exactly what Carter Jr. should be doing. Rescuing plays off the offensive glass.
Oh, and he caps that off in style. He gets the finish with the harm. Huge possession there to extend the lead.
Now, here is Young. Johnson outside. Now, Koulibaly. He's off from 3. Desmond Bane. Suggs outside. Off target from outside. Now the Wizards with it.
This has reached desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Jammed in! He was headed straight to the hoop the whole way.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Johnson. Young. And again unable to change the momentum here.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
And so it's Orlando winning this one. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
Allie, let's go to you courtside. What do you have for us?
Guys, thank you. Wendell, you were dialed in offensively. What was it that had you going?
My teammates just been finding me in my right spots, practicing my shots, taking my open shots, and, just being confident.
Thanks, Wendell.
Great job. Thanks for that, Allie. And that about wraps it up. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation of NBA basketball. We'll see you next time.